I grew up in a very small town in Ohio, Camden, Ohio. I went to school at Miami University, went to college there, earned an undergraduate and a master's degree. Then I went to law school out on the East Coast, came back to Ohio because I love it. Family is here, friends are here. And actually 2 weeks after I opened my law practice, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was 29. I actually experienced some symptoms and I was like, oh my gosh, that doesn't seem normal, so I should probably go see a doctor. And thankfully I had a great doctor who didn't belittle the symptoms, which I have definitely heard from other people that their doctors will say, well, you're 29, you're too young to have breast cancer, and they kind of ignore it. I had a fantastic doctor who said, yes, we definitely need to check this out. I was very lucky, it was caught very early. So I first had surgery to remove the cancer, and then I went through radiation, and then I took tamoxifen for a little over 5 years. The tamoxifen, although I think it's a great product, does have a lot of side effects, especially for somebody who is premenopausal. And when the tamoxifen sort of stops that systemic estrogen in your body, there's a host of things that come with that, including hot flashes and vaginal atrophy, which is the biggest side effect that I had experienced. Yeah, I was so very fortunate that one of my closest friends is an OB-GYN, and she's my doctor, and I go to her and went to her at the time, and I just said, I'm having dryness and it's painful and I can't have sex. I mean, it's abnormally painful. And I said, we need to fix this. What are my options? And she said, well, there's not a lot out there at the time, because most of the treatments, like all of the oral treatments, pills that you could take, all had estrogen in them or some form of a hormone, which I wasn't eligible to take because I had a history of breast cancer, which was estrogen receptor positive. So I just sort of had to deal with it for a while. And it probably was maybe a year or two after I had initially brought that up to her. And she came to me one day and she was like, oh my gosh, there is another doctor in our hospital and he's doing this study, and they're looking for participants in the study, and I think this might help. And it was the study for the MonaLisa Touch. I called Dr. Karam's office and told them, I'm having this side effect from the estrogen. And so they welcomed me into the study. There was no pain with the treatment at all. There was just a little sensation of vibration. And I went home, and a few days went by, and I thought, I think that might have worked. Like, I feel like there may be some activity down there. There might be some lubrication. And the dryness wasn't as bad and the pain wasn't as bad. Then when I went in for my second treatment, after that I thought, well, there's no doubt that this actually works, because I just saw such a huge difference. And I was really excited about the treatment at that point in time. And by the time I had my third treatment, I felt 100% better. Like I had never taken the tamoxifen at all. I think that there's just a stigma that is attached to talking about something so private, and especially when women think, well, it's probably just me and this shouldn't be wrong with me, because they don't hear about it on the news, they don't see it on social media. I just want to sort of get the word out there that this is available, and for more women, young, old, in a variety of life circumstances, to know that this is something that you should be able to talk about. It's not embarrassing. Everybody, it seems like, experiences this at some point in life, but there is a treatment for it. I mean, hopefully, the women can look at me and think, well, if she can say it on camera and she can say it to the whole world and, be on video, then maybe, just maybe, I can tell my own doctor about it.